Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm here with the Spirit Charmers Chronicle deck. This is like a structured deck that they came out with because they're making like the episodes, right? The Chronicles. When I heard this was coming out, I was really excited because I think the Charmers are really cool, and I was really interested. Now, from what I know, this deck really isn't the best, right? They added a ton of support for it, and it seems, the support seems nice, but I don't know how good it is, and when they're coming out with even more support for it in later on, so maybe Charmers will be good. I don't know, but I just think, and they came. There's this includes some of the it's sorry with like extra deck and some just like reprints that are good. All right, so open it up here. Jeez. There. Got it. Coming off here, so we have Win. This is like our shiny card. So I mean that's not the best, just because then we'll have like a ton, but it doesn't matter. So we have Win, that's shiny, and then we have Area, Hida, Win again, and Ossia. Right, so those are the four Charmers that are just like the originals. They've got the new art, and then we have the familiar possessed them. So Hida, Area, Win, Ossia, and then we have the channeler versions, which are the level 5s, and they like search. And so we have Area, Hida, Win, and Ossia. So these are all like the Charmer ladies, and then we have their familiars. So we have Gigabyte, Inari Fire, Ranryu, and Nefarious Archfiend, Eater of Nefariousness. And then we have the reprints of them. So we have Gigabyte, Inari Fire, Reran, and Archfiend. Oh wait, Nefarious Archfiend. Oh, and then we have like the reprints or whatever they are. We have Lord of Heavily Prison, which I honestly don't know what this card does. I've seen it. I don't really know what it does. It's probably pretty good if they put it in this deck, but I honestly don't really know what it does. We have Imseti, which is the part of the horse package here. So this goes in the grave. You can search for the King Sark. And so this is actually really good. I've heard, people put the horse engine in a lot of decks. And then we have Dumatef, Happy, and then we have Quebehefsunuf or whatever. I don't really know what these three dudes do, but they you can just summon them with King Sark. We could search for them, and so they're just level 8s. You have them on them. And then we have Fairy Tail Luna. So this is it searches for the 1850 guys, which is the channelers or the familiar possessed of them. And then it also has an effect where it can like bounce cards, which is good. And then we have the Spellbook Magician. So this searches out I think there's 3 Spellbook cards in this deck. So you can search for those. Right, we have this is the new support, I'm pretty sure, which allows you to add 4 Charmers, and then you can fusion summon with them, I'm pretty sure, and yeah. Which that's really good. And then we have Spirit Charmers. So this is the Searcher. This allows you to search for your Spirit Charmers by discarding a card, and then you can add the Charmers or the traps or the spells. I think it's just the traps, right? Possessed, Spell Trap, yeah. All right, and then we have the Grand Spiritual Art Ichiran. So this is the field spell. And it allows you to negate your opponent's effects. The first effect, monster effect, that resolves if you control a spellcaster monster. I think it's literally just if you control the Charmers, because they have 1500 defense. And then they allowed you to add I'm pretty sure it's the familiars, but I mean, that's probably what they intend you to do, is to have a spellcaster and then reveal it, and then you add the familiar, but it allows you to get cards too. Right, so that's pretty good. All right, and then we have the Awakening of the Possessed. So this is a continuous spell, and this gives your monsters 300 attack for each attribute control. And then your Charmers and Familiar Possessed monsters have protection. And then Spellcaster monsters with 1850. So that's your Fairy Tale Luna, or the, I guess the Channelers, or the Familiar Possessed of them. When you play one of those, when you normal summon or special summon, you get to draw a card. So that's pretty good. All right, and then we have the Spellbook of Secrets. So this allows you to search for a spellbook card. And then you have the other Spellbook of Knowledge, which you discard a spellbook card, or I think destroy a spellcaster you control, and you draw 2 cards, which that's pretty good. And then we have Magicalized Fusion. So this is just another fusion card to get out a fusion monster. So this is, you can banish from your field or your graveyard. Right. So yeah. No, yeah. Huh. All right. Yeah. And then we have Dark Ruler no more. So this is really good because I already have 2 Dark Rulers. So now I have 3. So that's pretty handy. Yeah. You know what Dark Ruler does, yeah. And then we have Soul of Luna. So this is like Book of Moon, but it also works on your guys too, right? It like does it at the same time. So this allows you to activate the flip effects of your Charmers, right? Because they have the flip effect of being able to steal an opponent's monster of the same attribute. So that's kind of handy, I guess, but I don't really know when you're going to be using that effect much, or you're just kind of using them as like Carnets. But I mean, if you wanted to, you could. And then we have the Sick King Sark, which is, this allows you to, discard a card and then search your deck for you put the horse cards in the graveyard, and then you can summon them with their effect. And then we have the Possessed Partnerships. I don't really know what the spells and traps do, so don't ask me, because I really like this archetype, but I really just don't know what the goal is, and I'm hoping to research that more. But they do stuff. And then Angel Statue. So this is, I think, this is like a monster that you can summon, right? But it also like negates monster summons or something. Yeah. Yeah, so you can send this to the graveyard to negate a special summon. So that's pretty good. And then we have the extra deck. So this is the fusion monster between them. And I really like this one because depending, if you use all 4 of them, you can use, as 4 effects listed, and you can use any of them as many times as you want. And if it works how I think it does, this means that you can summon this guy with your fusion summon, and then with the fusion spell. And then you can like summon more guys to your field, so then you have even more guys. So that's pretty good. You get like 5 bodies, I think, at most. I don't know if there's a limit, honestly. Let me check. Is there a limit? From what I can tell, there's no limit. So that's really good. You can get 5 bodies, and then you can link summon or whatever and do whatever you want with it. So that seems pretty good. And then aside from that, you can gain it. This can go up to like 5,050 if you just go on an attack. So it's a very versatile card, which I really like that. And the art's nice. And then we have the 4 links of the Charmers, right? You have Aria, Hida, Win, and Asya. These are pretty nice. And then we have Quintet Magician. So this is just another spellcaster fusion monster. And you can so this is just like a really strong card that you can use as a kind of a finisher or just a big guy on the field. So that's pretty nice. And then we have Zombie Vampire. So this is a level 8 XYZ, and it allows you to send cards to the graveyard. So this is good with the horse, and it's also good with the Charmers, just for the fact that you don't want them in your hand, you don't mind them if they're in your deck, but you can just kind of chunk through. You get cards in your graveyard, which is pretty nice. And then you have Silhouette Magician, or Silhouette Rabbit, sorry. And this, I don't know the exact. I haven't really dug into this one, but it allows you to get out this guy. So that's pretty good. This searches, so that's pretty nice. And then you have this lady, which if you have spells in your graveyard, you summon her, and then you can negate effects, I'm pretty sure. Right? No, I'm completely wrong. You can special summon monsters, so you can special summon a spellcaster from your graveyard to defense. So this lady, once again, you can just get guys in the field, and I think that's what the Charmers deck is trying to do. Is you're trying to get a lot of guys just on the field, which I mean that's good. They're coming out with like a Charmer Link 4, which is nice because that means you can get a Link 4. But then the last card we have is Access Code Tarker. So this is, a Link 4, powerful Link 4. And yeah, so this allows you to destroy cards. So it's pretty good too. So yeah, that's the contents of the structure deck. Like I said, I think this is a really cool structure deck, and I really like the Charmers as a concept, but I just don't know how strong it will be, or how the support really works, because it seems like there's going to be lots of different avenues, right? Because like I said, I think the goal is you're just getting lots of guys in the field, which I think that's a good strategy. That's what all the decks are trying to do. But and I guess that's how good decks are, right? I'm my only deck that I'm good at is Fire Kings, and that's kind of it's a very one-track deck. So I'm not very versatile in my Yu-Gi-Oh deck knowledge, but it might be a good deck. I don't know. I'll definitely be experimenting. I'll try to get 2 more of these decks, and maybe put like a Dogmatic Hinge in it. Right? I like Dogmatic. Maybe those are spellcasters too. I don't really know, but you can probably do something. You can stick them in, right? I mean, that's what Charmers are. You stick them in an archetypal deck, and they kind of synergize. So if you stick them all together and put some support, you can probably stick something else in. It'll probably work out. So I guess look forward to that, right? Try to do something with it. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.